my name's Amanda Gardner, and I've been a online coaching client of Steph's for the last 3 months. I have so much to thank her for. My life now is so much different than it was 3 months ago, and I couldn't recommend her more. I've got my life back. I'm energized, and now I can, sleep well, knowing that I'm getting the right nutrition into my body, and it's not going to affect me later in life. I suffered from anxiety, and she helped me through that. I now have a boyfriend, which would never have happened before meeting Steph, because she coached me and she got me confident. I was like, okay, you've got to love yourself. You've got to learn to bring that confidence out, and then other people around you see it. And yeah, she was right. And here I am now with a boyfriend. I also suffered from eczema. And you can see I've got no makeup on, my skin is completely clear of eczema. It was all down my neck. I had it all over my face, and again, that was a confidence thing. I didn't want to go out, and I'd been going to a dermatologist, nothing was changing, and then who knew that I was just not getting the right nutrients, and now that I'm getting the right proteins and fats and everything that I need, it's gone. I'm a vegetarian, and I suffer from low B12 and borderline iron as well, and that was purely for me not knowing what I was meant to be putting in my body. Within a week, I felt so much better knowing what proteins and what good fats to put in my body. And after that first week, just speaking to Steph, I was like, well, I'm not putting any of this in my body currently, so no wonder I'm lack of energy, tired all the time, just not wanting to kind of get out of the house and do things. I think what's really important about the nutritional and what you're actually putting into your body, and why, the why is really, really important. And that's where I was completely lacking. So yeah, the education behind it is, I can't repay her enough. Like, that is really what I'm taking forward. I would never have known that if I was just following a meal plan, because I'd just be following a meal plan for the meal plan, not knowing any of the reason why. And I think the reason why behind it's really, really important. People would hear of the 2 p.m. or the 3 p.m. slump. I used to get that ridiculously. Don't get that anymore. The gym was always a very scary place for me. Now, thank you to Steph and her workout programs, I know what to do when I get into the gym. I know that I would just go on the treadmill and kind of run. And although that's not bad, I needed to be lifting weights and building my strength for my body type. And yeah, those workouts were amazing. And now I'm not afraid to go to the gym. I know what I'm doing when I get there, and still walking to and from work, but actually building muscle, which is amazing. Like, I'd known her forever. I mean, I did touch on that I met her through a friend, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and that was just at a dinner. And I thought she was amazing from then, like really welcoming, really friendly, which is why I thought, I'm definitely going to give Steph a chance on this. And as soon as I met her, it was like we'd known each other for ages. I felt trust in her straight away. I felt like I could tell her anything. She was really good. And what I'm also thankful for is she pulled me up when I needed pulling up, like I couldn't. That was one of my things when joining, is I didn't have enough willpower by myself. I needed a coach to really, really push me through. And after the kind of first few weeks, I still needed her to really, really, really push me. And she was there, and she helped me, and she guided me through. And yeah, she was amazing. She really, really puts her time and effort into her clients. If you've been thinking about it for a long time, then you're just wasting time thinking about it. If you really want to make a change in yourself, then Steph is the person to really help you through that. It's not just a program one for all. She really does tailor it to the specific person. So anything that you're worried about, anything that you're fearful of, then she will guide you through that. Like, yeah, I would just say, do it. I was that person. And look at me now. She guided me through, and I can't thank her enough. I don't think there's one word to describe my overall transformation. Amazing, unbelievable. I never thought that I could achieve what I achieved in those 12 weeks. So yeah, I don't quite know how I'd sum that up in one word. I'm just very thankful, very appreciative, very grateful.